In today's video, we're going to answer the age-old question, when's the best time to buy real estate? We'll do so by first exploring the seasons of real estate to uncover the best buying opportunities. We'll get a quick recap for the real estate seasons to guide your decision-making process. We'll differentiate between hype versus reality in the market, separating myths from fact. And we'll leave you with some key takeaways to ensure you make the most informed decision possible when investing in the GTA. Thanks for joining us. Let's jump right into it.
That's exactly what first-time buyers need to stick to a budget and ensure they get the best deal possible. When is the best time to buy a home in the GTA, actually? I'm Amir Shahi. I'm half of the Amir and Aleks realty team. I work with my wife and partner. We've been at this for 15 years. We love what we do. We're hoping that these videos reach a broader audience and the information that we're sharing resonates with you as well. So if you're looking for the short answer, the best times are usually during the lull phases. So typically we find the slowest markets in July and August, and then after that, post the fall market, which runs into November and December. But this question is fully loaded because it really depends on your circumstance and the type of buyer that you are. So for first-time buyers who are on a more set budget, they may want to target those markets because there are fewer eyeballs and therefore less competition. This puts downward pressure on prices, which falls in line with whatever budget they may have. But if you're an investor or a move-up buyer, a second-time home purchaser, you own something, you're looking to move up, it's different because it really depends on your circumstance. So typically, let me run down from January to December how this works so you get a good understanding of how the markets of real estate fluctuate, but there's a repetitive pattern, and that's what I want you to really take in. So middle of January, the spring market starts, and it runs right through all the way up until around May. After May, we notice a slowdown. This happens every single year. We go into June, July, and August, and naturally it's the summer. People take more time off, and therefore there are less buyers. So the activity slows down, and therefore the prices with the activity slow down as well. August tends to be a very dead month. This is the month that everyone, corporate or otherwise, take a lot of vacations ahead of Labor Day. Then Labor Day comes, and it's the second strongest market, known as the fall market, post Labor Day. This is when many listings or many properties for sale hit the market. This gives buyers a lot more opportunity to see more properties, and therefore there is more activity, more transactional volume, which puts upside pressure on prices. This second market is shorter than the spring market. Remember I said mid-January to around May. This one lasts only after Labor Day all the way through till about Halloween, and after that we notice a slowdown right away. Why? Because days are shorter, it's darker outside, it's colder, and people start kind of saying it's the end of the year, they start falling into the holiday kind of activities, and therefore it naturally slows down. Until we get to kind of mid-December where it's literally ghost town. It's dead. The last 2 weeks of December is when bargain hunters are out there. The good news is you can find things for cheaper because there are fewer eyeballs. The bad news is much of the inventory has either been gobbled up or is off the market, and they may relist or bring it back to market in January. And therefore, those pockets are slowest, but also tend to be times where if you're looking and happen to find something that's kind of left over, it may actually suit your needs and your budget. So that's the way the market works. Just to recap, mid-January through to May is the spring market. We notice a pickup in activity around middle of January every single year, regardless of the market. At the mid-May point, we notice a noticeable slowdown, and it tapers off right into the summer. June gets slower, July even slower, August is dead. Once Labor Day hits, right after, we notice a uptick in listings. This is properties that are being put on the market. Therefore, there is more choice for all buyers. So we see a lot more activity, and this puts upward pressure on prices. This is the second hottest market ahead of the spring market. The second hottest market, fall market. Fall market lasts till about Halloween. After that, we notice a tapering off again because it's November, darker, colder holiday months. And so the last 2 weeks of December are typically ghost town. This is great for people looking for opportunities, but again, the flip side is fewer houses for sale, less inventory, and therefore you have less choice to pick from. But could be a great opportunity for those on a set budget, and something may actually fall in line. Every year, the 4 seasons of real estate are relatively identical. Sometimes they're a little bit offset just because of market dynamics that we can't control. But generally speaking, around mid-January, we see an uptick in activity. Now, why is that? We need to dive into it because we see headlines that say 50 offers, 100 offers, and it happens every single year. Every media outlet in the GTA will jump on it. You'll see more and more of these headlines in February. 90 offers on a home in Mississauga that sold for X amount. This naturally induces FOMO. But instead of getting into the FOMO race, let's talk about why this happens. This happens because it's a lot harder to get a property on the market for sale than it is to become a buyer. If you're a buyer looking to buy, you can call me today and I can put you in touch with my mortgage broker. Tomorrow you're qualified to buy. We know what you can afford, we get out and we're a buyer in the market. If you're a seller, it's a longer process. We take a seller consultation, then there's a prep phase where we actually have to get your home ready for sale. The minimum length of time is typically 3 weeks. It can always last even longer, sometimes even 2 months. So naturally you can see that homes take longer to get onto the market and therefore buyers flood the market and there's an imbalance. So more buyers, fewer houses, so you get these anomalies, these massive, massive price upticks. And that's why when you reflect back in any given year, you find the highest peak prices in the end of January, February, and sometimes in March, which makes no sense, but this is why it happens. Fewer properties for sale, lots and lots of buyers, massive funnel, and therefore you get competition, which bids prices up. Then it evens out as we enter into April, May, and June, because now the inventory is caught up. Some buyers are out of the market because they bought, and people are a little bit tired of the entire bidding war situation. Things kind of calm down and we get level prices. So if there's one thing you want to take away from this video, if you're a first-time buyer, is that there can be an optimal time for you to buy, predominantly because you're likely on a set budget. You don't own anything else, and therefore you have a budget that you want to stick to. It tends to be the case that at the end of the spring market, when inventory is picked up, can be a very good time for first-time buyers. June, July, August is also a great time for first-time buyers. Predominantly August, where it's really dead ghost town. Another time that's great is around November and December. Super slow. The only flip side is the inventory might not be there, not as much as, let's say, the peak of the spring market or the peak of the fall market. But remember, there's less competition. And that's exactly what first-time buyers need to stick to a budget and ensure they get the best deal possible. So now that you have a bit more understanding about the 4 seasons of real estate, you're more empowered to understand where the peaks are and the lulls are and maybe how that relates to you. If you want to learn more, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and read the description below. There's more information. We'd love it if you follow us and reach out, text us, call us if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you subscribe. I love talking to people, so if you just want to shoot me in text and shoot the shit about even non-real estate related topics, I'm game. See you next time.